welcome back. We're after the break. It's a week later on YouTube.
It's not.
On YouTube it is. Funny.
Wait, we forgot to do the thing.
Oh, hi Rebecca's mum.
Hi, Rebecca's
mom.
Thanks, Mom.
That's going to be a thing now.
Yep.
Oh god.
Right. So,
Second half show.
we pick up after you've got back. It's now the day of the sun, or Sunday, the first day of the week.
Right.
You've all had a long rest. You get up, you do your morning ablutions, you get something to eat. What is the first thing you'd like to do? Obviously, you've mentioned translating that letter out fully. Going to the Solace of Sorcery for Callie. Going hand in the quest in. So, what would you like to do first?
I would say hand in the quest just to kind of get it done with.
Could I, because I think I had the letter and I was capable of translating it, and I only have to meditate for 4 hours. Could I spend the rest of the night making copies?
Yeah.
So that's out the way.
Okay. So you've potentially got that letter that you can hand in as well with the quest.
I'll give you a hand with that as well.
Right. So I will bring up the letter because only two of you actually read the common translation, and then I'm assuming you can. Everybody else would like to see it.
Kinda.
I'll give everyone a copy in the morning, so everyone's got a record if they want it.
Right, so it should have popped up.
Where is this letter?
On
Yeah, it's
Founder.
not up yet.
It should do.
It might just be taking a little while for it to load.
Oh,
for you
there it
guys,
goes.
but yeah.
It's actually Dumpack deceased.
It is now, yeah. Or at least you think so.
Oh, I hope so.
Right, you've got no solid evidence that was Dumpack that you killed. You're just assuming. So I'll give you a little time to read that.
God, his grammar is terrible.
It is, yeah. Anybody would think that the orc that wrote it might be dyslexic and was probably tired at the time.
May chaos reign.
It's very authentic.
So does this these Orcan, do they like do pest control too?
Sure.
Okay. I would suppose Dennis would probably be the only one that would understand that.
Oh, what?
The Orcan? Like the Orcan man?
Oh,
You call for pests?
except he was a pest.
Somebody's been removing his ears. I bet it's that big guy that got kicked out of the pub the other day.
Yeah, I bet it was. That's what I heard.
What you heard? Who the fuck did you hear it from?
I don't know, I just heard it.
We go hand in. Go see the gnome.
We
One
shall.
of my own!
Okay.
What's our party name again? Our temporary party name.
Total Earos.
Total Earos. Earos.
Earos.
Yeah.
Total
Okay, so who's going with Rory to the Royal Chain to hand this in? Just
I'll
Vanera.
go.
I'll go with an error.
Lilith, May, Vanera, what about Nameless and Callista? Are you guys staying back while they go hand in this?
No, I'll tag along just to kind of
Tag along for curiosity's sake.
curiosity. Yeah.
Right, okay. You guys actually noticed that Dubar's not around. when you get up in the morning. And when you ask, David, the bartender, just seems to say he left early, said something about finding some sort of work. And that's it.
Okay.
That's the roleplay excuse. The real excuse is I'm not roleplaying him through the second half of this.
That's fair.
So, you guys, you head up to the royal chain. It is, by the time you finish, let's say 9 AM. The office is open. You enter the office and it's in its usual sort of state. It's a bit dusty. There's a notice board and there's this old
It's a bit
gnome
crusty. It's a bit dusty.
that is sat behind a desk on a raised platform so that he's at eye level for normal sized people. Let me see. I should have a picture and I'll bring him back up when I find it. That one. Players, so it's this fella. There's ravens about. He looks up at you, and again, I'm not going to do the voices because my throat's a bit shit. But he says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Have you completed that task?"
That fortress is no more.
Ah. Do you have the evidence to prove that you've dealt with it?
Do you have the letter, Vanera?
I'll hand over the original along with a copy.
He takes those. And so look, and as he's reading through it, you see that his eyebrows start getting higher and higher, like as he reaches the end. He goes, this is very interesting. He folds them up as small as he can make them, and he ties it to the leg of one of his ravens. He whispers into its ear and then lets it go, and it flies out of the window. Right, so the agreed upon price for dealing with it was 700 silver pieces. Are you, unless you've got some other bounties to hand in, have you got other bounties as well?
Yeah.
Look at these ears.
Yeah. Which ones have we got the most of? Left or right?
Left.
We hand him all the left. The left orc ears and the left goblin ears.
Okay, so that's 15 goblin ears and 1 orc ear. So
Yeah.
you get that's another 75. That's another 85 silver.
What about gnolls?
Did we take the... Yeah. Did we pick
Gnolls!
There are
You have
bounty on
gnole
gnolls.
ears. There
Yeah.
is. He looks through his notes, so you can see he's got like a little Rolodex type thing, and he's gnole ears are 15 silver each.
I have 3 gnoll ears.
That's another 15, 30, another 45 silver on top. And he starts, he gets out a bit of parchment and he starts adding it all up.
Whilst he's you crow's nest down here.
Is what?
To the crow's nest near here.
The crow's nest in here. They're not crows, my dear, they're ravens.
Ah, shit. Never mind.
Right. So, that comes to a total of 820 silver. How would you like this paying out? Would you like it in silver or gold?
Copper, please. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I can do that. And he starts walking.
Well,
Step off his chair.
Comedy regret.
No, gold. Gold, please.
Gold. So he goes to the back of the room and opens up like a lockbox. Looks quite intricate locking mechanism on it. A big iron sort of thing that's built into the wall. Pulls out a bag and starts counting out, and he counts out 82 gold pieces. He He says, believe that's what he's owed. That is a complete quest. Well done.
So that's 11.7 gold each. So
Are we
11
planning on
gold,
keeping?
7 silver.
Are we planning on keeping a party fund? Because if so, we can just put 12 in the party fund and the rest we can take.
Yeah, I've got those gems which I was going to put in the party gold.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do a party fund. That way we have.
Well, how about we each take 10 gold and then put everything else left over? 10 gold put in the.
Yeah, because we all need pocket money, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
well,
the
let's
party
quickly-
the party fund will be 12 gold plus the gem.
If we each take 10 gold, that's 70. Yeah, so. Yeah.
12 gold, yeah.
Right, so I'll make a note that Dubai gets another 10 gold on there.
Yes. So
Alright, yeah, so everyone gets 10 pocket money.
10 gold each.
Okay. So the post office clerk, he says to you that I would stay in town for another 10 days or so. I'm going to say that Lord Umber will probably want to speak to you about that letter. In the meantime, can I interest you in another job? I've got some quite urgent ones.
Does it require any more killing?
Donny, sorry, I really can't. I'm struggling to hear you. Go on.
Sorry, does it require any more killing?
Possibly. If you pick up another job, though, you won't be leveling up.
Not for now. Thank you.
Just before you bite off more than you can chew.
Oh,
We'll come back
Well, okay.
soon.
I'll keep you. I'll keep you in mind. So right, okay. With that, you can all roll me some hit points.
Before we leave the royal chain, I wanted to ask them something.
Right. Okay.
With a. Sorry.
Let's do this 8 point rolling first, and then I'll get to you.
are we re-rolling ones?
No, you just rolled a 1.
I did.
You can re-roll the first one. If you roll another one, then it's just a 1, I'm afraid.
I got a
You just roll
3.
your hit die, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, I got an 8.
Oh, nice.
I don't
You got a D8
What's my hit die?
as a
D8?
sorcerer?
It's mine D8.
Hang on,
Cleric, I
what?
believe it is. Just one sec.
Your hit die.
Oh,
Is it-
I've just done a different
My
one.
hit die?
Oh,
Yes.
D10.
Why am I rolling my hit die?
Because you're leveling
level
up,
out.
and this is your hit points. Your extra hit
Hang
points.
on.
I will be adding your hit points to your character sheet. You guys don't do that.
So I'm rolling a D8.
Yeah, got 2.
D10.
Whatever it is that you're leveling up into, so it could be fighter, it could be sorcerer,
I'm gonna end
whatever.
up with like 3 hit points.
I don't understand. What am I supposed to? What do I roll then for a fighter? It doesn't tell me.
It is.
If you go into your character builder and go to class, it'll tell you what your hit dice are at the top.
Can I use my
Yeah.
hero point to re-roll that?
You know what? Yeah, you can do.
Alright.
It is a D8 for you, by the way.
Yeah.
Mine should be 2d10, right?
Oh yeah,
One.
2D10.
1d10.
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 Mine is
and-
2D10 apparently.
No,
I
it's
got
one,
2
You're
again.
rolling
Oh,
1d10.
Okay.
You have 2d10 at the moment, but you're only rolling 1 because you're leveling up, so you get an extra hit die. That's what you're rolling.
You didn't give that caveat before. So
I-
roll your
I-
hit die. Roll your hit die.
It's-
6.
This is right. Okay, but this is the second time that you've done it, so you should know.
Shut up.
I will
Um,
say for mine, it depends on, by the seams of it going through, it depends on what I'm using. so it seems
If
to
you're
go
leveling,
from...
if you're leveling up sorcerer, it'll be your sorcerer hit die.
Right, so Rory got a 2.
Yeah.
Vanera, what did you get?
3 for me.
A 3. And Callie got a...
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1, you can re-roll a 1. We can all re-roll
okay,
it once.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll. There we go, I rolled an 8 this time.
Okay. So, couple of low rolls, couple of high rolls. It will
Sarah's,
average out over the period.
Sarah's not sure what she's rolling.
I
got
thought
it.
you'd already
I've got a
rolled
4.
an 8. You got a 4.
No, I rolled the wrong dice.
Okay.
So yeah. I got a 4 though.
Got better than I did.
Okay, so I will add that to your sheets at the end of the session. You can, by all means, if you want to now, is just add the extra level to your character sheets. It shouldn't take you too long, because you won't get much at level 3. So yeah, just add your extra level. Don't mess with your hit points, and I'll sort that out.
It's not letting me add.
It does my hit points automatically.
It will automatically add your Constitution modifier for your hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the hit points. Just don't touch them. It knows what it's doing.
Okay.
What's up with?
No, it's fine. I've sorted it. Don't panic.
Oh, that was really good. Leveling up to level 3 for me. So I got to choose a martial type.
Yeah, me too.
Make sure if you're adding any spells to select the legacy only options, please.
Yeah, this is true. D&D Beyond has really done a number on character sheets since releasing the new rules. You can't filter out the new rules and the core rules, but it will break the game if you end up taking anything. So when you're picking spells, make sure it says a legacy after it. There are some homebrew spells in there, so if you're unsure, ask. But if there are 2 versions of a spell, pick the legacy one.
I don't remember which one I wanted to do.
What's everybody taken? If you've managed to pick anything, what's you all gone for? I know the wizards and the spellcasters have already got their subclass.
I've gone for Hunter and Colossus Slayer.
Nice. That was Yuyo. Sorry.
Very cool.
Can any of you tell me the difference between champion or battle master?
Let's have a quick look.
Battle Master's maneuvers champion is basic bitch fighter. Battle Master's more complicated, but you get more out of it.
Yeah, you get like a martial die or something that you can spend, and you can do certain maneuvers like bait and switch and whatnot. So it makes fighting a little bit more.
I think
say-
Keely would go for battle master.
I won't say it makes it more complicated, but it gives you more options.
Nice. Oh, it just tells me when I battle. Champion. Yeah, I'll go with battle master. Student of war. I can choose an artisan tool.
I've picked my 2 spells.
Smith's tools.
Okay. Right, if you gain any tools as part of leveling up, you don't get them for free. You get the tool proficiency, but you won't get the tools for free. You have to go and buy them.
Yeah, I would assume I'd have to buy them.
I chose Battlemaster and I picked Carpenter's tools.
Right, cool.
In the maneuvers, I took Brace, Menacing Attack, and Rally.
Ooh.
Rally, I think, might come in handy.
Very
Because
possible.
it kind of sounds like it could... Oh yeah, it gains temporary hit points equal to superiority dice roll plus your charisma modifier. That could be very useful.
That
I
is
gained meta magic.
meta magic.
Nice.
Sorcery points.
With you adding some of those spells recently, it's popped up on my thing. May I a cantrip up?
I'll talk to you about that later.
That's fine.
I'm leaning towards no, but
That's fine.
I'll have a look at it.
It's fine.
Oh, it's a D8. Okay.
Yeah, it's superiority die, yeah.
I also did Battlemaster. I chose Smith's tools. Then I'm doing Evasive Footwork, which is nice. Grace and Menacing Attack.
Oh, nice. Is everybody finished doing the basics for leveling up?
I
You
think
can always
so.
look over your sheet a bit more in between this session and the next.
Sorry.
Bloody hell.
Ooh,
Right.
48.
You know these gems that we've got. I'm just wondering, could I actually have one for a spell component?
What do you need?
I needed something called a diamond.
Does it get consumed?
No. It's just like it focuses the energies to where it needs to be.
Well, I'm okay with it if the party are.
Are you gonna lose it? Very possible.
No, I won't lose a fucking spell component. I need it.
Right, as an aside, those of you that do have spells and use spell components, you all need to spend 5 copper to restock your spell pouches.
Right, that's
This will
fine.
happen when you level up every time, so
Once
it's not
per
something
long.
you've got to keep on top of. But it's just a
5
way of
silver.
5 copper, because
5
a
copper.
lot of it, a lot of it's just like a pinch of dust or whatever. It's just those type of things.
Okay.
Anything that's got a monetary value, you will have to go and buy or find or whatever. But just as a little bit of a flavour every time you level up, because you'll gain new spells that need new components as well. It's like a little bit of how you get those components. You just spend 5 copper, get your little bits.
Yeah.
So it's not worth role playing now. It's just something.
No,
to
but
consider.
for a spell that I've just picked, I need a diamond worth at least 50 gold pieces.
Well, luckily you've got some.
That's why I'm asking the group.
Rory hands you a diamond.
Thank you very much.
Jonesy.
Oh,
I'll
mine
find
don't
something
need
to
them.
reciprocate later.
Stop it.
Have a quick look at your spells actually, because.
Mine don't need it. It's
I've-
just minor illusion. That's a cantrip.
I've just picked Chromatic Orb and Mind Spike.
Isn't that what Beck had in the last one with the Mind Spike?
No, that was
Oh no, that's Psychic Lance. He had Psychic
Psychic Lance,
Psychic
yeah.
Lance.
Mine's spike is a little bit different. Yeah.
Your mage armor needs some leather.
Does it?
Yeah.
Missed that.
Well, actually, that's coming from the item, isn't it? So yeah, don't worry about that. You don't need it.
Yeah.
The attack hits.
Yeah. So in your case, you don't need to spend any more.
Woo! But
Your spells
keep on top.
uniquely. You've got the only thing you need is a piece of fleece, a tiny bit of fleece. That's it. So
So how
I'll
much
just
copper
keep
was it? Sorry,
gathering
Madonna.
back
five copper.
Yeah.
That's fine. Right.
Yeah, that goes for anybody who's got spells. If you find that you don't actually need any material components, it's not going to cost you anything, obviously. Right. Okay. So you've all leveled up. Vanera, was there something you wanted to do before leaving the office? You said.
Yes, I just wanted to give, the name of the slightly crispy corpse that we found to the guys at the roll chain and ask if they knew anything about that family, whether there's any living relatives left in the city.
He thinks about it for a moment, and he says basically the name doesn't ring a bell, but he'll look into it. So yeah, I'll make a note of that just in case. Right. Okay. So you've handed that in. Oh. Do you want to go to the Solace of Sorcery, Callie, before we do the downtime stuff?
Yes. Yes, I would like to do that.
Right. Okay. Alright then. So you head for the Solace of Sorcery. How do you get there? I'm gonna make you remember the directions now.
Good thing I wrote it down. I go south along the market square to the sudden. Oh God! And this is if I can read my own freaking handwriting right now. South along the market square, sudden end. Take road east to. Oh boy, does it say west or well? One of those two. Turn north past the square, take the first left and right. And then the first right on the right side.
I've got the directions written down anyway for you, but you've got them written down. So you go to the market square. So when it actually does load up for everybody, I've got the Bridge City map up. Let me know when you are into the map, Callie, and I'll show you.
Will do. There we go.
Right. Okay, so down here on the bridge is the market square.
Okay.
So you were told from the market, take the road south of the market, which is this one.
Yep.
You turn onto the road. It's called Low Road. There are streets, road names, signs. At the end, you turn left. So you're going up here.
Okay.
Onto Hebden Street. Past the market, you take the first left, which is Sailor's Way. So you're actually here. Right. Take the second right onto Flea Street. So first right, second right. Then the first right onto Knowles Road.
Which is right here.
And you'll see it on the right. Seems a bit odd, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. I mean, my directions made absolutely no sense. I don't know what I was writing, apparently.
Right. So, as you you get onto the street, I will show this to everybody. When it pops up, let me know. You see this weather-worn shop that's been painted purple on the outside. The sign that says
quaint.
We're in
Solace of
York, aren't
Sorcery. Kinda, yeah. It's very much kind of that very closed in, tight spaces when you get into the narrow streets. You see that it says established 1085 PA.
Pennsylvania.
The current year is 1172.
Pennsylvania.
Yes. You do see that the window on the front, this bay window, it's made out of like triangular panes of leaded glass. And as you approach it, the glass seems to be like very low quality, and it's low opacity, and it's really hard to see through the window into the inside. The shop does appear to be there's no like closed sign on the door or anything like that.
Okay, so I just try the door to go in.
Okay, so you open the door, and there's a little jingle as you open the door. There's a little
Ding.
bell above the door that rings. You see that it's the shop is quite a small area. There's not really any shelf space as you walk in. You're almost walking straight up to a counter. There are a couple of shelves to the sides, and there's a couple of things on the counter. One of the most eye-catching things is above the counter, sort of like at the back, looking down, is a massive mirror. You see that sitting behind the counter is a bored-looking student wizard, and you can tell he's a student because he's quite young. He's wearing blue robes, and his pointy hat appears to have been deliberately bent and twisted to make it look older. He's reading some sort of manuscript and doesn't appear to be interested in you at all. And as you approach the counter, you hear him say in a bored tone, "Welcome to Solace the Sorcerer. How may I help you?" As he says that, an older-looking half-elven gentleman steps out of the back room behind us, like a curtain behind him, and he steps out. And he clocks the boy around the back of his head, knocking his hat onto the counter. And he just mutters under his breath, "Stupid boy. Go and do an inventory. Sorry about that. Anyway, how can I help you today? I'm Luca Ranskoff, the proprietor. And I'll show you a picture.
Picture.
That one. We've got so many bloody folders. Luca. Players. What it looks like.
I just kind of like, hello, my name is Callista. Let's see here. I don't know if you'd maybe be able to help me. I have, well, my sword here. It has some writing on it, and I am trying to figure out what it is. Or
I'm sure I can help with a number of things. Anything to do with magic or anything. I offer an identification service. I can detect enchantments, and we have plenty of things for sale. If you'd like to go on, I do apologise.
It's okay. I mean, the only thing I know about it is I can't seem to drop it in combat, which is good. I was just wondering if you could just take a look at it for me.
Absolutely. If you would like to just pull it from its scabbard there.
I do so. Shink.
You go alone?
I'm assuming so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just...
What's the wrong notebook? I'm looking through a notebook for something in very particular, and I've got the wrong notebook out. There we go. So he looks at it. What is your? Let me have a look. Check something on your character sheet. Okay. You notice that when you draw it and you hold it out, he gets a kind of curious look in his eye, and almost a twitch of the eyebrow, very very subtle. He looks at it. Are you holding it, or you put it down?
I have it kind of. It's in my hand, but it's like down on the counter.
So he looks at it. He goes, "May I?"
I go,
Gesturing to pick it up. So
yeah,
takes it off you. And he looks at it. And he goes, this is rather curious. And these runes etched down this side of the blade here. These are not so much like an enchantment. It's more like an instruction. This is in the... Well, it's in an old language. This is quite an old artifact by the looks of it. It's in a language called Sumac. It's not been really spoken around civilized parts for, well, since the awakening. It's 1,000 years or more. Some barbarian tribes still speak it, but this it says. Let me see here. It says Ulak, and as he says that, the blade starts to glow, and it gets brighter and brighter. And it starts off almost like a bluish glow, but then it starts turning like red, like fire, and orange, and it gets very bright towards the tip, and it starts shedding light in the shop. But it gives the impression that the blade is on fire, but it's not. And he says it again. He says Ulak, and it goes back to a dull, rusty blade, and he hands it back to you. And he says, "This sword is. How did you come across it? How did it end up in your possession? If you don't mind me asking."
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. Well, I guess it was on my. So I've been told it was on my person when my father found me as an infant, and he gave it to me as when I left to go on this quest. Journey.
Tell me, was there anything? Did he mention anything unusual about the sword?
No.
Make a history check. See if you can remember, because he did actually mention something to you.
Yeah, he probably did, and it's from the beginning, and I don't remember. Okay, history check. All right. How am I at history? I'm a kind of okay. Got +1. We're kind of okay.
Fingers crossed.
17.
17. You remember your father saying to you that over the 20-odd years that they've had the sword, nobody's been able to draw it from its scabbard. It wouldn't let anybody draw the sword.
I go, well, my dad did mention that, nobody in the 20-odd years, well, for the time that they had it, nobody's been able to draw the sword. I'm the first one to be able to.
He's That's very curious. You say it was found with you, and you're the only one that's been able to draw the sword. And you've said that you can't drop it in combat. What do you mean? Like when you accidentally fumble the blade, it didn't.
It can't be knocked out of my hands. Or hand.
That's rather curious. Just do me just try this for me. Stab the blade into the floor, and you see that it's a wooden floor.
Okay.
Now let go of it, and he walks around the counter and he comes, and he tries to pull the blade out, and he's pulling and pulling and pulling. He goes, "Nope, that's pretty well in there. Now you try."
I grab it and just.
Yeah, it just comes straight out. Must have loosened it for you. And he walks back around.
Thanks.
I can do a little bit of research on this. Might take a little bit of time. There will be obviously a monetary cost to it. We do offer these services, but we're not a charity. But the one thing I can tell you is that sword is very old.
Oh.
It is definitely pre-awakening, which means that it is at least 1100 years old.
Construction 1100 years. Okay.
In the meantime, can it interest you in any objet d'art? We have these. One of our student wizards has actually just enchanted these, and he points over to like a little wooden cup with some quills in. Everlasting pen. It's they're quite interesting. You don't need an inkwell. You can carry them about on you without them leaking, and they never seem to run out. Only 5 pieces of gold, or 5 crowns for you.
No, thank you. I don't do much writing in my line of work.
No, fair enough. If you have any wizard friends that might want to copy spells, this could be a good way of cutting their costs down a little bit.
We all went with her, right?
No.
No.
That's use one of those.
I would go back and tell everybody about it.
Yeah, she can tell you about it after. Did you by chance, are you here alone in the city? I don't mean to be presumptuous and ask questions out of, that could be construed as rude or too personal.
No, I'm here with a group of friends.
Really?
Hmm?
Right. Okay. Well, if you're not going to buy anything, I'll get onto that research and I'll get in touch with you.
Okay.
Where are you staying, by the way?
The Golden Dragon.
The Golden. Oh, I know the place. It's quite entertaining. Tell me, have you tried the special cocktails? No, well you should.
No.
No, up in the gilded room. Really quite special. Anyway, I'll get on with this, and I'll bid you good day. And he shouts back, like, "Are you going to get out here and do your bloody job this time? I told you about being rude to customers."
Calista giggles a little bit at hearing that.
And as the student wizard comes out, he's like, "If you want this bloody extra credit for your class, you better start pulling your weight." With that, he goes back into the back room, and the student wizard is sat behind the counter again. It did seem to you though that Mr. Ramskoff was, after you mentioning that you were here with friends, was in a bit of a hurry to disappear.
So he knows more than he's saying.
I could have done an insight check.
Yep, remember that's always an option. Alright.
Yeah, but I do want to do one thing before I leave, because, that student was an absolute brat. I'm gonna do the special talent that I could do, because remember, I don't know that I don't see it as a magic ability. I use my thaumaturgy, and the only thing the student hears is a whisper behind him. You're gonna fail.
Wow.
Make
So
an
nice.
intimidation check with advantage.
That's just mean.
He was a little shit.
So? That's mean.
Callista is also a tiefling at the end of the day.
What am I doing? Intimidation.
Yeah.
14.
14. Well, it's more than enough. He's a snot-nosed student. He's about 16, 17. As you say that, he looks around and goes white. And you see him visibly start to shake. Like, who said that? That's not funny, Luca.
Hey, I am, at the end of the day, I am chaotic. However, yes, I am chaotic good, but I'm also chaotic. Therefore, I'm gonna be a shit starter.
Right. Okay, do you leave the shop then and go back?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you go back to the Golden Dragon and you explain
I tell her,
anything
like,
about the shop that you want.
Yeah, I mean, I know those of you who use spells, they have these quills that, like, they, I guess, don't run out of ink?
Uh-huh.
That's a fucking lie. Surely.
I don't really know anything about magic.
Maeve's been swearing like a freaking sailor since day one. Yeah.
I've never noticed. It's probably because she's so charming.
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, that's what the proprietor said, and I guess they're enchanted where, like, they don't run out of ink and they don't spill anywhere. He also might have some leads on my sword.
That's good.
I don't care about your sword. I'm gonna go get a fucking quilt. I'm gone.
Right, do you explain to?
Bye.
So on the map, you were kind of like here. When you left, which way did you go back? Did you just go straight to the end and then down?
Yeah, I ended up
Golden
going
Dragon's here.
straight to the end and then down.
What directions do you give these guys to go find it?
So I guess that would be north, correct?
Yeah, north is up.
I am very directionally challenged in any sort of real
That's fine.
lifeness, so I go north and then it would be, it's here,
Do you
right?
do you give us the directions of getting straight there, or do you give us the directions of the way that you went in?
I give you the directions of going straight there because the
Okay.
directions I went were weird.
Okay. Who goes then?
I'm gone.
I'm
You're
not.
If Dave's going, I will reluctantly follow her out.
Okay. His name was going to get one of these.
I'm definitely going to get one of them.
Okay, so you all hightail it out. Lilith, you're not going.
I'm not. I sit at the table and I go, what the hell? And just then go back and look at all my alchemy stuff.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Rory, you gonna tag along, or are you happy to stay back?
I'm happy to stay back.
Okay. So you follow those of you that are going. You follow Callista's directions, and you go north past the market, and you take the second right past the market onto this small street. The street. I'll just turn the fucking page now. No, it's fine. The last street. So you turn into Knowles Road, which is the road that she said. But you don't see any shop. There's like warehouses along here.
Maeve is quite suspicious at all. She's sort of like going around, sort of like touching brickworks and like, you said it was here, right?
The knight
the
just
people
kind
with
of
us.
looks around, and it's like you can see he's just as confused, like, and even knocks on the brick too, like, what?
Seems like
Why would she make this up?
seems like a perfectly normal brick wall. In fact, it's in the place where she said the shop was is a warehouse, and the door's open, and you can see that there's crates and stuff in there.
I told you them crows were a lie.
He grunts and turns around, heading back to the inn, looking rather annoyed.
Oh, actually, whilst we're walking back, I've got an idea about your whole talking thing. And I'll just point
Talking
at...
thing.
Yeah. I'll point at Nameless, and all Nameless hears in his head is like, how about this one? You know you can answer me too.
He just comes to a complete halt, and then slowly looks back at Maeve.
And you don't see that my mouth moves or anything. I'm gonna point at you.
You know, there's still like it's just like a clutter of, you know, his thoughts and whatever, and then just this one voice comes out. How did you do that?
Like this. And I point again, you know, like I point again back at you. And all you hear in your head is like this.
His eyes dart around. I suppose this is okay.
Pointing again back at you. Every time that she talks back to you inside your head, she's pointing at you. See, this is a way that if you want me to talk to you.
He just slowly shrugs.
Oh god, she's in your heads now.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you make your way back to the Golden Dragon? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get back to a Golden Dragon.
And maybe every 2 or 3 minutes, it's like, do you want to talk now? You want to talk now?
Oh god. What have you created?
Do you want to talk now?
Vanera is seeing this, but very deliberately ignoring it, by the way.
You just see Maeve every now and again just pointing at Nameless.
He's starting to look annoyed, like, no. It's getting louder and louder.
Oh dear. Right. So you make your way back to the Golden
Oh,
Dragon.
actually, as she keeps doing that, he jams his helmet on, and when you point, you don't hear anything from him.
Suddenly stops. I mean, you get the impression that your spell's not going through.
Aren't you a fucker? I'm only trying to help.
So you make your way back to the Golden Dragon. You get in, you look kind of disappointed.
I
More
kinda
ways
asked,
than
like,
one.
What happened? Did you guys
He
not
put
get
his
your
fucking
clothes?
helmet on, that's what happened.
He
I think
rolls
that's
his
talking
eyes.
about the shop, Maeve. We couldn't find it, and I suspect that perhaps it can only be seen by those of your race.
Oh,
I get it.
You didn't
Yeah,
tell them much, did you?
no, just about my sword. And he did ask if I was here by myself, but I said I
Oh.
was here with friends, and he was. I don't know. He seemed to want to get out of here in a hurry.
Seems
And
like
then
it's a
I just did, as I was leaving, he was yelling at the schoolboy who was being a brat. And then I did my parlor trick, and I left.
Very odd behavior. Maybe he didn't like that you have friends.
Possible.
Or maybe you wanted that magic sword by your side. Didn't want any repercussions.
Also possible. But I'm the only one who can. Oh yeah, you guys wouldn't know about this. I'm the only one who can draw the sword.
Magic swords tend to like.
I mean, like, I kind of hold it up. Like, if y'all want to give it a try.
I can try and cast some identify on it if that helps.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Might just raise more questions than you might want to answer right now, though.
True. I'll just continue using it for now, and I mean, I know there's a word I can say, and it like lights up and stuff. I don't know what it does after I do that, but it looks like it's on fire.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you planning to return to this shop at some point?
He said he was gonna contact me because he was gonna research the sword for me. So, yeah, I would return again. Maybe this time I won't come alone.
I was
Or go
thinking
alone?
that.
Did you tell him where we were staying?
Yes, just here at the Golden Dragon, and then apparently there's some special cocktails we're supposed to try while we're here.
Grumble comes out of the helmet.
I didn't know what that meant.
Did you ever give him your full name?
Nope, just Callista.
Because there's powers and names. You know that, right?
I mean, yes. I mean, my father's last name is pretty hefty from where I come from.
How can a name be heavy?
Now
mean,
it comes out of the helmet.
It has more pull. He is more respected.
That's a really weird metaphor, you do realize that.
The helmet shakes.
Callista just shrugs, like, okay. Okay.
Right. Well, now.
Right. So, are you going to show the sword off what it can do, or are you keeping just out of curiosity?
Oh yeah, no, I pull it out, and then I say, Ulak, and it turns. It does this.
Yeah, it starts glowing blue towards the crossguard, and then as it travels up the blade, it goes more and more orange until it looks like flame, and the tip of the sword looks like it's red hot and on fire. But there's no heat from it, but it is acting like a torch and lighting up the room a little bit. And David, the barman, just shouts over, he's like, "Do you mind? Just put that out, will you?"
And I just go, sorry, Ulak, and it just dissipates, and I put it away.
Luca did also tell you to tell your friends if they wanted to come and buy some items off of him, so it's not like he might have been trying to evade you because he was trying to get more business. There's something else to think about.
Yeah.
Right.
That's kind of weird that they couldn't find it. So maybe it is true. Maybe only I can see it.
Did we go back the exact way that she walked, or did we go a different way?
You went a different way.
Yeah, we went the direct route.
She told you to walk straight up the road and then turn down a certain street, which you did. So the street that she came out of, she went a completely different way.
Can I take them
directions
to this location?
I want my pattern quill.
All right, I'll let you do that, and then we're gonna do the downtime bit.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna take them to the location that has the
is-
actual directions.
here, right, okay. So anybody who's gonna go and buy magic item, Quill, or just want to have a look around, you travel back up. So the Golden Dragon's here. Travel up to the market square. You go along this road at the side of the market square. She takes you up north to this junction. You turn down there to here. Then you go up to there and turn this way. And as you turn down that road, which is the same road you were just on, you see this purple shop front that wasn't there before.
Fucking illusionist. I knew there was something.
So do you go in?
Yeah.
Okay, so you enter the shop. And it's,
There's probably a really bored-looking student sitting at the front.
Yeah, there is a student wizard that is still sat behind the desk, but as you walk in this time, he hears the bell, sits up straight and goes, "Welcome to Solace of Sorcery, how may I help you?" And then you hear him, those of you with the really good ears, like the elves especially, you hear under his breath, "Was that good enough?"
No, you need a little more enthusiasm, even still.
When you say that, he like looks at you like a little bit surprised, like he was expecting the reply to come from somebody else behind him, and then you started.
I know, because I'm like that, right? This like with a big grin on my face as well.
Yeah, he's like, okay. Then personal space, come on. How can I help you?
I want an everlasting quill.
Oh,
I heard you have them.
right there, and he literally points to the end of the counter, and there's a little wooden cup, and it's full of quills. It's like 5 crowns.
Manera, I haven't got a crown. You got a crown?
I believe you may have some now. You know, the little gold things that we dished out earlier.
Oh, gold crowns, like the coins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try
Why
5
did
of
you
those.
say that?
Well, they're called crowns because they've got a crown on them.
Put it in a fucking crown. Grab a couple of coins out my purse.
Okay, can you come and deal with these people? They're a bit weird.
Is it five gold?
5 gold pieces, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But by taking one, and if you use it in your spell book, it cuts like basically the ink cost out completely for copying your spells. So it seems quite expensive, but in the long run, it's really cheap.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good item.
For a wizard, definitely.
50 gold per.
So what
isn't
kind of selection of feathers is it?
They all seem to be like goose feather. There's no like different ones.
I'll find one that's like. Are they all just plain white, or is it like flexible?
No, there's some that are like white, some that have got a little bit of speckling on them, and you know.
I will get the most polka dotty speckly one.
Okay, you get the most polka dotty speckly everlasting quill. It costs you 5 gold pieces. Anybody else who wants to buy one, 5 gold pieces, or 5 crowns is what the money's called in Bridge City.
Yep, I'll take one.
It can be used as a normal pen, or as well as using them on spell scrolls and spell books.
That's why he wants one.
Thank you for your business, I suppose. And you hear from the back. Enough of that. Come on, do your job. It's not difficult. Just be nice. I'm sorry. Thank you. Please come again. If you need any supplies, magical items, we can find it. Or if we don't have it in stock, we can get it for you. Enchantment services and identification services. Anything else? No, that's it. You've got it covered. Bloody hell! You've only been doing this 3 months. Right.
Anybody else saying anything?
Nah, he has no interest in. This is the only magical item he has.
Maybe we'll have a nice little cursory look over. Just like curiosity, like what is there here, sort of thing.
There's not a right lot on display. It's a very, very small shop. So there's not a lot of shelf space on either side. There are things behind the counter, like there's racks of spell scrolls, or they are spell scrolls, but they just look like racks of scrolls.
Yeah.
There's some leather-bound books. There's a couple of brooms in a corner. Above the counter, there is this massive mirror, which is full length of the counter, and it's about 3 feet deep, which is pointing at a bit of an angle. So it's pointing down at the floor almost, but it's reflecting what's in front of the counter, and a little bit of what's behind.
Oh, whilst I'm here, I might be able to give you a little bit of a trade on these. I'll put my bag of gems counter.
We're not really
broker.
Yeah, we don't generally deal in gems. I mean, we could buy some for enchantments, like rings and such. How big are they? And he opens up the little bag, and they are like kind of small, the sort of thing that you would put in a ring, maybe. So he shouts for Luca to come through, and Luca comes through, and he lays eyes on everybody that's come. Who's there now? Everybody except for Lilith and Rory. Or did Rory come?
I came along.
You came along. Steps out, and as he steps out, there's a little bit of a hesitation as he looks over everybody. And he says, "Oh, you came back and you brought friends. Thank you. So what is it you've got there?" And he looks at your little pouch of gems. What is it? Does it actually say anything, or does it just say random gems? I can't remember.
Just says rough gems valued at point of sale. Gems found nearby, close to river, to the village of Avalon.
Does it say how many?
10.
10. Yeah. So he looks over them and goes, "Well, I can take them off your hands. They are useful for enchanting rings and pendants and bracelets and such. You would get a better price if you took them to a jeweler, maybe. They
have some gem. We have some gems to sell, so maybe we should do that.
But I can offer you, let's say, 30 crowns for them."
Is that a good deal? I'm looking at Venera. Is that a good trade?
Why don't we take them to the place where we sell our other gems? You might get a better deal.
I think that's probably best.
Alright.
It's up to you, though.
I'm just trying to work out this whole thing. Got alone sometime, haven't I?
Well, if you're interested, like I said, I can give you 30 crowns right now. If you took them to a jeweler, you might get maybe 50, 55. That's me trying to be honest with you.
If these guys think that there's someone else to go to, then let's trust these guys for now.
May I suggest that you head north and go to Seawain, at the other end of the bridge. That's where you'll find most of the good jewelers.
Do they have an equivalent of a tip jar?
Uh, no, he doesn't actually.
Alright, can I just hand them over, like, I don't know, we'll go with 9 copper just as a...
Which jeweler did he
Like-
say?
He didn't. He didn't give you a name. He just said if you go across the bridge to the other side, you'll find jewelers over there that could offer a better deal.
I'm just gonna hand 9 copper over to him and just say thank you for your honesty and your help.
No, it's my pleasure. Well, one thing you learn is if you're dishonest with your customers, they don't come back.
Be that as it may, and
Excuse
I'll
me.
make sure he takes the copper.
No, thank you. Thank you for your patronage. If you're ever in need of anything enchanting or a bag of holding maybe or a broom of flying, then
How much is the broom of flying?
broom of flying. Well, apparently we're having a sale on them this week. And they're only 100 crowns.
Oh. I've only got like 6 of those left, so I'm better off keeping them to myself for now.
No, if
I can
you
hear an owl outside.
well, if you're ever in the market for one, I can always keep one back for you. We can you can put a deposit down, and I can hold one. They are fairly popular with the university being just down the road there.
How much would a deposit be?
Well, normally about 10%, but for you, I can see that you're quite an honest and curious person. So let's say if you put that one crown, I will hold one.
How long will you hold it for?
Let's say 10 days. And if you don't come and at least make another payment within that time, then I keep your crown and you don't get the broom. I sell it on.
Hey, go on then. I'll put a crown down.
Oh, Lauren, mute yourself.
Sorry.
It's
Our
what it is.
Wonderful neighbor.
Yep. I'm done. Don't really have anything else to.
Right, cool. So,
Nameless holds up a finger. He goes, "Do you have anything anti-magic?"
anti-magic. It's not something that we normally get requested. What have you got in mind?
Metal, particularly armor.
You're thinking more along the old iron and steel for blocking out or at least defending against magic, aren't you?
He nods.
Well, as you may or may not know, and he brushes his hair back over his ear, and you see that it's pointed. I'm half elven myself, and it's a little bit, shall we say, uncomfortable for me to be stocking things like that.
He simply nods. Understandable.
You might want to go and see a blacksmith. There are several in Dunhay, if you want something done on the cheap. They are fairly good. Not quite master smiths, but you know. If you want good work, though, I'd go and see the people in Seawain on the other side.
What was the first place you mentioned?
Oh, Dunhay, the southern city. basically the other part of the south bit of Bridge City.
He nods. I mean, it's obvious that he is not, wealthy, so that's why he's taking interest in the second place.
They might be able to. They might be able to suit you up with a bit of armor. It wouldn't be the best, but I mean, I don't know about prices. I can tell you how much it costs for some magical armor, but non-magical stuff, I don't know. But
I appreciate the information, though.
Oh, absolutely. Again, a happy customer is a loyal customer, aren't they? So.
He simply nods and looks at Maeve, as she's playing with the broom, and then just slowly puts his helmet back on.
Fine, yes.
Right. Okay. So, is there anything else you want to do in the shop? No.
No.
Okay. Right. So we'll move on. So, what I'm going to do now is we're going to have a 10-day of downtime. So where is it? There. So advance that to there. So we go through an entire week on the calendar, and it's now the 21st of Lightbringing. Over that downtime this is a time that you have spent training to gain this extra level. Some of you have given me some downtime activities, and I will give you the results for those now. The rest of you, do you want to describe what you do to gain these extra abilities? What you do over this 10-day?
Who are we going to start with?
I think we'll start with Lilith, because she's the first one on my screen.
So,
Lilith, nameless.
So I am wanting to, as part of leveling up, like to see the Professor Stormrider and try to learn a little bit more to control my powers, and possibly end up working there because it costs a hell of a lot to study there, and also find some resources and ingredients for alchemy.
Right. Okay. So you do that. You spend your 10-day over there. You do get to know the professor a little bit. He does try to help you in his spare time as much as he can, because he doesn't want to see somebody destroy themselves accidentally with magic. He does mention that if you're any good if you are literate, then there is a part-time library assistant job in the university.
Yay!
It's only for 2 days a week.
Oh, I think that's fine.
And it pays 5 silver a day, so that's 10 silver a week.
I mean, it's not great, but what job is in this day and age? Woohoo!
So you can add 20 silver to your... Sorry, 10 silver to your inventory, because you would have done that week, those 2 days over this week. But it also gives you access to the restricted area of the library.
Yay!
Handy.
Right, okay, so next. Nameless, what do you do to increase with power or prowess with your weapon?
Well, he does more training with the Order of the Bridge, then decides to try his hand at a fighting tournament.
Right, okay. So you're talking like a nightly fighting tournament rather than a
backyard one.
Backyard fisticuffs one.
Right. No, it's less lethal combat. Score points for making blows and whatnot, but not like to kill each other.
Right,
Although
okay.
people do get cut in bones and whatnot. Like a typical medieval tournament where they're not out to kill each other, but best each other.
Tyranny.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm trying to find some music to put on in the background whilst I'm discussing this, just because it's a bit quiet. That'll do. Fuck it. So you spend the 10-day with the Order of the Bridge, and you go through this little tourdie with them, and they teach you a little bit more about tactical fighting rather than just going in with your sword. So they show you how to move enemies out of the way, or move allies out of the way, so that you can strike at an enemy and distract them and things like that. You go through the tournament. I'm gonna say, because I haven't got time to sort out a full downtime thing for this bit, but let's say you finish sort of like in the middle, which is kind of what you were expecting. You don't win, but you don't lose. These guys have obviously been at this for a lot longer than you. But there is a little bit of prize money, and you win like 20 silver for the place where you come. So you do earn a little bit of money while you're doing that. But more importantly, you'll learn the skills.
Shut up, Germany.
How to intimidate, how to maneuver.
Exactly. Okay, we're gonna skip Callista because you give me something, and we're gonna go to Venera. What does Venera do in this 10-day?
Couple of things. She would look for the equivalent of an archery range in the city, make sure to keep her skills practiced and intact. And I assume there would be an equivalent of that somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. So, like down here, there's an archery butts.
Cool. Well, she'll visit those whenever she's not running around babysitting. And if she gets a chance, she'd probably head out into the forest. Not deep into the forest, but like the outskirts of the woods near the city, just to practice tracking. There was a component that I wanted to look for that I'll message you about at some point. But yeah, just other than that, just practicing tracking small creatures, and maintaining that familiarity with the woods and the animals as best she can, while also running around like headless chicken after me.
That'll help you with definitely level up as a ranger, chasing her around and tracking her down. Do you do any actual hunting? Do you capture or kill any of the animals that you track while you're out there?
Yeah, she can. I'd say not a lot, but again, in favor of both honing her skills and then taking any meat back to the market, or anywhere that might need it.
Right. Okay. We'll do a quick check.
So making sure that that's not wasted.
So, give me a survival check. Let's say you're in your favourite terrain, the tracking and stuff like that. So just give me a survival check at advantage, or give me if you get a plus to it. Just add it.
With advantage, it's going to be 22.
22. Excellent. So, what you do track and capture and skin and whatnot, you do a very, very good job at it. And if I don't know if you want to sell the meat or you want to donate the meat to the market, but if you want to sell it, you'll get about, let's say, 30 silver for it.
I'll go half and half. I'll sell half and I'll give the other half away.
Right, so you'll get 15 silver then, which is actually quite a decent amount for meat. and I'm assuming there's going to be like pelts and stuff in there as well.
You have an eye for quality animals.
And expert at butchering and skinning them as well. So that'd be you. Rory gave me something. Maeve.
She's actually going to spend like most morning down at the library studying. Does come to 4 take a level ups. So whilst Venera is actually going over to the butts, Maeve actually comes with. She's gonna maybe do a couple of the spells at the archery, the targets themselves.
Really?
Yeah. That sounds.
What spells?
Chromatic orb.
Oh, shit. Right. Okay. First of all, if you're going to be doing that, there's 2 things that I need you to do.
Okay.
First one is I need you to roll a d20.
That's a natural 20.
Right, okay, you're fine. And the second one is I need you to roll a persuasion check with disadvantage as you try to talk your way out of the shit that you're in for destroying the fucking targets at the archery butts.
I'm just checking to see if I did.
Could I do like a contested check against her to see how many I stop her destroying? If she's with me.
If you follow, yeah, all right then. So let's do you could. Well, you will do your persuasion check after because there is a chance that she might stop you from destroying all of them. So yeah, roll a d20 each. There are 4 targets. So
Just a straight d20?
yeah, just straight d20 to roll off.
Oh, 12
So this
for
is
me.
for target number 1. What did you get? Sorry,
12.
12. Maeve.
Straight roll.
Yeah.
You can check it yourself if you want, but that's another 20.
Bloody hell.
Right, okay,
Like,
so she
go on.
destroys the first one. For the second target, same thing. You got 4 of these.
That's a 1.
Good, because I got 6.
Okay, so you managed to save the second one.
Third one.
Thank
Third
God,
one.
because I actually wanted to do some practice.
That's a 13 on my end.
I got 12.
Ooh, I'd say it's scorched, but maybe usable. And then for the
Okay.
last one.
Oh God. 7.
I am doing persuasion on this, aren't I?
Oh,
No.
This is a straight d20 roll.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. That's a 50.
So did you do persuasion on the one that was?
No, I've not been adding anything because my persuasion's 0 anyway.
All right.
So I was just.
Alright, so you destroy 2, heavily damage 1, and leave 1 alone. So now you give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
That's persuasion is a 12.
At disadvantage.
I've got an 18 and a 12. Is that 12? Yeah, it's a 12. It's not
Yeah,
15.
so you basically they tried to get you to pay for the damage, which is like 20 silver to replace these. Can you afford it?
Yeah, I can place them. Of course I can.
Right, so you lose 20 silver, and you're also banned for life from the archery bus. And you're told that if you show up here again, you will get arrested.
Wow.
Well, poor Venera is trying to like disassociate herself from Maeve so that she doesn't get banned herself.
I need to find somewhere else to practice now. Awesome, thank you.
Right, so it's 10 10 gold to a 10 silver to a gold, isn't it? I have to
Yeah.
break some down apparently.
Yeah.
20 silver is 2 gold.
Yep.
That's fine. Good.
Right. Okay. So that's the end of your leveling up. Right. So I'm gonna go back now to Callie because you said you were gonna do some training anyway, and I'll give you. So what do you do for your training? And I'll do the downtime bit.
I go back to that guild hall that No Name took me to.
Yeah.
And
Order of the Bridge.
I order the bridge and I do my training there. And
Okay.
then the other time I go to the Hammer because I'm feeling slightly homesick. I go to the Hammer and Anvil to maybe, just hang out with some dwarves and hang out with people I'm used to being around.
So as you get to the Hammer and Anvil, it is in Dunhay Town, so it's not in the best part of Bridge City.
She's not worried.
It's not the cleanest of bars, but when you open the door, the ceiling's very low. Even you have to stoop in there. But you're kind of used to that. You've lived in dwarf houses and stuff all your life, so. But a normal person would be uncomfortable in here. After
Called you a freak.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you keep going back for a couple of days. You get to know a few people with the persuasion check that you rolled for me. You meet 3 people in particular that all know your family from up north. There's Budmore, spelled Budmor. Leadheart, that's it. That's one name. Then you got Vodmak Deephand. That's the second one. And the third one is Myla Smelthorn.
Okay.
You do ask them about your lineage, which was the main thing you were trying to find out about. I do believe. They don't really know much. But what they do tell you is that they heard from Yadar that he found you in a wreck of a caravan that was escaping the coup that was going on in Kalalushan.
Okay.
It seems about after a bit of chatting, the coup happened about a month after you were born. And
I'm
the
sorry,
ruling
what's the name of the town? Kalishan?
Kalalushan. It's
Kalalushan.
it's a city, and it's the only human city that far north. I will bring up on the world map for you. Just give me one sec. So when the world map loads up, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll show you what it is. So it's up here.
Oh, okay.
So there's Ironstone, where you've been living. And there's Kalalushan. And you were found at some point, somewhere on this road, which is part of the tradeway, which forms a great circle all the way around.
Huh. The plot thickens. I just want to spell it right. CKALALUSHAN.
Yeah, they explain to you that because you've not really you don't know much about the politics of what's been going on up north, and you've kept out of it most of your life. You've led a relatively simple life of guard duty. But they explain to you that before the coup, it was a kingdom, and now it's called the Theocratical Republic of Coalition. And
Oh God.
You mean best Republic of Coalition?
and there's been some tension up there, especially over recent times, and they seem to be expelling mages at the moment, and it's causing some tension up north.
Oh, wait till you guys find out the thing that I now know how to do because I leveled up. But she doesn't understand why or how she can do it.
Right.
Oh, just a quick one. How far away is Freightfall from where we are?
The actual city.
The hinterlands, anyway.
So about 250 miles.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, the bridge is really, really big on the map. It's not quite to scale, but if you measure, it will give you like an actual distance.
Oh, okay. That would have been a nice side thing, but never mind.
Yeah, you're a bit far away at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, I mean, there are other ways of travelling quickly, but we can get onto that at some point. Right, okay, so the that's your downtime.
Yep.
Rory.
Oh, I gotta take 20 or 10 silver pizzas out.
You incorporated your level up stuff with your downtime as part of the downtime activity. And you did a shitload of rolls, so now I'm going to tell you what happens.
Okay.
Right, so after buying a few basic building materials for your project, the shopkeeper kindly donates scraps of what he's got out the back of the shop, offcuts and whatnot as well to go with it, and it helps you get enough material to actually finish what you're doing. The local vegetable stall owners also hear about your plan to open up a soup kitchen. And they offer to donate leftover stock at the end of the day, stuff that they'd normally end up throwing away because they can't sell it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
After asking around Dunay Town, you manage to find 10 townsfolk that are willing to help you, and in a few days you have a small shrine to Ithas in the old quarter, and it looks pretty good. After informing the locals about your services and the soup kitchen, you go to the local temple. After explaining to the priest there your idea, he kindly donates a copy of the Book of the Gods for your services. He explains that although he thinks it's a good idea to hold services for Ithas, he thinks a more rounded sermon would be better to get you started. You perform your ritual in an attempt to ignite this flame. In a moment witnessed by at least 20 locals, a flash of divine energy erupts within the shrine, and for a split second, the light rain that has been plaguing the town for the afternoon stops. With rumours flying around, more than 100 people turn up to your first service. Most of them the poorest of the town. After you've concluded, they each take a turn to take advantage of the soup that you've laid on, and it is thoroughly enjoyed. At the end of that downtime, I want you to, where I told you to put +2 faith, put it to +12.
Okay. That's 12. That's including the 2 already, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you gain 10 from that. So you're basically you've got this shrine set up now. You understand that once a 10-day, you'll come in, you'll do a service, and you'll do a soup kitchen. It's gone down really well, and whatever ritual you did seems to have ignited something, and it's still burning long after its fuel should have run out.
As a little bit of flavour to tie into that, can Vanera have donated like the half of what she donated can go to the soup kitchen? Where she sold half the meat and the other half given it to
Sure.
Rory.
As long as Rory would accept it.
Yeah.
Right. So you've all spent a 10-day. At the end of the 10-day, you get up on the day of the sun again, but now it's the 21st. You go down for your breakfast. As you go down for your breakfast, you hear David, the barman, shouting out, going, "Has anybody here heard at Total Earos? Anybody? I've got a letter for Total Earos."
I'm a total hero.
Turtle hero.
No, total.
No.
Living in a half shell.
Okay, so you get this letter. And I'm going to show it to you all, so you can all read it. But I'll read it out for those of you on YouTube, I suppose. It says, "Dear Rory, Dubat, Maeve, Venera, Lilith, Callista, and the Nameless Knight, aka the Total Earos." Spelt with an E. That's how the post office clerk wrote it down. "I'm very impressed with the work you have recently did for our fair city, and I would like to congratulate you on a job well done. I've heard of some of the other things you have done around the city, especially in Dunhay, such as stopping a well-known crime ring extorting a local stall owner, and the setting up of a new shrine with soup kitchen for the poorest among the citizens. This part of the city is of course very close to my heart. I found the letter that you gave to the clerk at the Royal Chain very troubling for two reasons. Firstly, it would seem that we have someone taken advantage of the bounty system we have in place. And secondly, and most importantly, the news of an orcish warlord in the area is of great concern. I would like to formally invite you to my humble abode for dinner tomorrow evening at 6:30, as I would wish to discuss the situation with you. You have had a not insignificant effect on this city in the short time that you have been here, and I believe that a close working relationship would benefit us all. I look forward to our meeting. Lord Devon Umber, Lord of Dunhay, Marshal of the Realm."
He sounds like a nice guy.
Well, there's an
Yes.
immediate reaction out of the knight. You can see he's smiling broadly underneath his mask.
Did you hear that, crew?
You
We're
want to say
making a
anything?
difference.
I just need
We're doing
to be
good.
careful.
What's up?
I just need to be careful, that's all.
Careful of what?
Just need to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Nothing untoward.
Alright,
Sounds
if
very
things go
sinister.
wrong, you know.
Not sinister,
just-
just I need to be cautious. Because this is
Don't we all?
You do realize it's okay for things to go wrong, you know.
not for me.
Of course it is.
No.
You're only small. How hard can it be?
Oh, just you wait.
Well,
Let's
while she's
hope you never have to find out.
having her little nervous breakdown, for once unprovoked, you hear come from the night. Finally recognition.
Excuse me.
I mean, that's true. Yes.
Ithas is truly with us.
I'm just here to learn.
In a very uncharacteristic way, he turns to Rory and claps him on the shoulder rather heavily and nods. You could tell for once, instead of just being stoic or dour, he's like thrilled. Absolutely thrilled.
Does this mean we get to learn your name?
The smile disappears. he just looks at you. Like, don't put your luck.
Well, gotta try.
As a side note, could I buy my shield and spear?
Yeah, you can do that during that week. Yeah.
Yeah, I spent 11 gold. Right.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
And the shield has my holy symbol.
Excellent.
Could we, during that week, have sold the entirety of the gems?
Yeah. So the ones that you found, obviously they were worth 50 each, and you get 50 for them.
Okay, so
you
we got
kept
300.
one of them.
Yeah, I've kept one.
Right, so I'm adding
6 times.
gold. I'm keeping an account log.
Yeah, we do have a party loot section. You know, it's fun, Lauren.
Oh, I was gonna say, if we add, I was gonna say the party loot section, we should maybe start putting it in there, so like,
Yeah.
you know, you're not constantly going like, oh, where did I put that? And you're going back and forth and whatever.
Yeah, I'd keep personal notes too, but obviously, if anybody's never around, then that party loot's there, so you can, you know.
Uh-huh.
Is that
Yeah.
in Foundry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
So
in the
on
little
the-
like book.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
journal section. You want to do
Yeah.
that there, Rick?
Yeah.
Is it 10 silver to a gold?
Yeah.
Do you add a page, right?
What was that, sorry, Rick?
Do you add a page to it?
I think there was
yeah,
already a
yeah.
page for party loot.
It doesn't allow.
There you go.
me
I've just
Oh,
added
right, text.
one.
I see.
Just
So,
added.
I'm trying to type.
Sorry.
Right, so whilst you're sorting that out, is there anything that you want to do with this day? I'm going to be wrapping the session up very shortly, but you've obviously got this appointment with Lord Humbert, but that's tomorrow evening.
I
Or is
will
that-
sell my gems as well.
Right. After a little bit of negotiation, you get 45 gold
45.
from.
If I want to replace my rope and just buy another 10 arrows, so I just use the standard price for that.
Right. Arrows are a bit cheaper depending where you want to go, and what type of arrows you want. You just want basic bitch arrows. You're looking at 2
For now,
coppers
yeah, there was
each.
something else I wanted to message you about, but we can deal with that outside of the game. But
Ah.
yeah, for now, just 10 basic bitch arrows is what I was going for.
Yeah. So
yeah, there's some really cool. arrows out
2
there.
copper each for your arrows. So that'd be
Okay.
10, maybe 20 copper. So that's like what, 2 silver.
There is something I want to do, but I don't want to consume any more time than necessary. So, the only thing I'll have my character do is scribble on with his brand new pen. He's gonna give it a run. Write a note and hold it up to everybody. Do you mind if I spend money on armor?
I'm assuming it's going to be a lot.
He scribbles again. I'm going to the cheap side.
I mean, I have not
Scribbles
spent
again, within
much
reason.
money. I've not spent much money in my life for a while, so I'm the wrong person to talk to.
What are
Wait,
you
he's
currently wearing?
Padded leather. Or studded
Oh.
leather.
You want a chain shirt or something?
Yes.
How much is that?
He wants. Well, I don't want to get into that. drag this out if we were trying to wrap up here.
Hmm.
But it'd basically like be like a gambeson with mail on top.
Let me give you a price. Change shirt.
50 gold pieces.
Yeah. Change shirt's 50 gold.
I mean, Maeve took 50 gold for the gem, so I think that's fair.
It's yeah, I know it's personal, but to me it enhances my character for the group.
No, yeah, let's deduct 50 for your mail then.
Sure.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so you can pick up a chain shirt, a basic bitch steel one for 50 gold, and yeah, the basic armor class is 13 plus your dex, whereas your padded is 11 plus your dex.
So armor of gleaming chain shirt.
Absolutely not.
I know. All right, so
But
chain
yeah,
shirt add.
your armor should go up with that on it. Right, so is there anything that you want to do on this day to prepare for your meeting or anything like that? You've still got time on the next day, which we'll pick up on next time.
Nope.
My armor didn't change.
I might just get.
Nope, just clean my armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll ask Maeve if she can cast prestidigitation on my armor and my tunic just to like tidy up a bit for dinner.
Oh, yeah, of course I can.
Your thingy quickly.
Took me a little while to get all of that.
Wow.
No, but if I'm doing like everybody, you're cleaning everybody up. I think it's only like a square foot.
No, it's because you had
crap.
studded leather, not padded leather.
Yeah, I said studded.
You're buying a chain shirt though?
Oh no, I want better than something better than studded.
It still should be better.
Yeah, it's this AC 13, but it didn't go up.
Plus your dex, so yeah, it should have an arm class of 16 right now. I don't know why. I will look into that after, but it should be 16.
Change dex modifier to a maximum of 2.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, so I got to get my dex up.
No, even if you had a higher dex, it still only had a plus 2. So yeah, 15. Whereas your leather doesn't have a cap on it, as far as the dex goes. Tell you what we'll do. 13. Have you got heavy armor proficiency?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll do your chainmail for the same price. That should up it up.
Sweet.
Chainmail, okay.
Yeah, so remove the chain shirt and add chainmail.
You will have disadvantage on your stealth.
Yeah, you will, but your AC.
I already have
AC
I have
17,
disadvantage
right?
myself too, so.
Or 16.
16. I'll go up by
Yeah.
1, but that's 5% in it.
I will sell off my studded leather then, for whatever that will return for.
Your studded leather, you will get back, because it's used, let's say 35 gold.
Alright, cool. Yeah, put that back in the group.
35 in the group, okay.
So it's...
So it costs us 15 for the chainmail.
Yeah. So that's not
Okay, I'll just put 15 for the chainmail. And minus 15 for 320.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's really good actually.
297.
We got it for a bargoon.
Yeah, you did. Right. Okay. So, any prep that you want to do, like I said, you can do some prep on the day, which we'll pick up on next time. So, as the day comes to a close, I'm going to put us on a blank screen for this bit. Those of you that would like to listen to this, turn up your music a little bit when it starts.
Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I gotta turn off my other music. Okay.
Hopefully this goes well. But you all settle down for the night. Rory, your faith gets reset to 0.
Okay.
As you settle down and you do your nightly prayers, I'm just going to start it there. Something a little strange happens. You start feeling a little weird, and all of a sudden, you feel yourself pulled out, or you feel like you're being pulled out of your body. Should have an image pop up. You find yourself, as you open your eyes, standing atop a barren, windswept mountain. The sky is dark, with swirling storm clouds and distant flashes of lightning. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, yet an invisible force urges you forward. As you walk, the rocky ground beneath your feet becomes scorched and charred, as though it's been touched by a great fire. In the distance, you see a massive figure. A figure bound in chains. The figure is writhing in agony. This figure, you know instinctively, is Ithas. His skin is glowing faintly with the heat of stolen fire. His arms are stretched out, shackled to jagged stone pillars. His eyes are closed, his face twisted in pain, and above him a massive vulture circles, occasionally swooping down to tear at his flesh. Despite the torment, Ithas remains resolute, his spirit unbroken.
You, my chosen, have come far. You bear the weight of knowledge and flame, but the path is perilous and the way unclear.
Dun, dun, dun.
Suddenly the sky darkens further, and a deep thundering voice rumbles across the landscape. It is the voice of Julius.
You dare defy our will. The fire was never yours to give.
You feel the ground beneath you shake as the chains on Ithas tighten, pulling him closer to the stone pillars. Sparks fly from the shackles, and a bright orange glow begins to emanate from Ithas's chest. A flicker of the stolen flame. Despite his suffering, Ithas speaks again, his voice filled with defiance.
I gave mankind the fire of knowledge and rebellion, knowing the cost. Now you, Rory, must fan that flame anew. It is not enough to serve. You must burn with purpose, defy the heavens, and restore the balance.
At this moment, you become surrounded by shadowy figures. Divine forces that oppose Ithas. They move to strike him down, but before they reach him, a burst of brilliant light erupts from the flame in his chest, and suddenly you find yourself holding a small ember of that same fire. You know instinctively that the flame has the power to shatter the chains that bind Ithas, but only if you are willing to sacrifice everything to do so.
Seek not the fire that burns brightest, but the shadow that walks beside it. My brother, he wanders lost among men, hidden from the heavens, yet closer than you know. In him lies the key, not to my chains, but to their unmaking. Seek the flame, seek the truth, seek Ithas. Only through understanding the sacrifice can you set me free. But beware, Rory. Not all will stand with you, and the gods themselves may seek to stop you.
The vision shifts
Define?
again.
Oh.
You now see images flash before your eyes. A great conflict between gods and mortals, the world itself burning in chaos. You see the flame of redemption glowing in Itas's hands, flickering, burning through Itas's chains. You see a great sword glowing with ancient power, watching you. The sword of the first hero. It shines brighter as it nears the flame. You see Itas standing in shadow, watching you. His expression is sorrowful, but there's a hint of determination in his eyes. The vision now shifts again. You now see yourself standing before a massive golden gate. The gate is locked, but you hold the ember in your hand and it glows brighter. The gate slowly begins to open. And that's where we're ending the session.
Define everything.
We don't know anything. It's all in Rory's head.
Yeah, but he says define. He says sacrifice everything. And like, I don't want to die.
I'm not going to sacrifice you. It means sacrifice me, like my god has done.
Can I have the sword when you're dead?
That's up.
And with that, we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.